Okay, folks, we're back for round 2. Looks like me versus somebody named Subru. Let me look at the pairings real quick, which if I refresh, then I look up deck, because I'm the only one. I'm playing in 16-13, so basically the same as last time. And I'm playing black again? No. Okay, well, we've become a Sicilian player here. So that's okay. Alright, the temptation to play this is high, but let's play knight c6. This is weird. I have no clue what that means. They're 1873 in bullet. Holy crap. Want to play here to attack this pawn? That doesn't feel right. Let's do this. Take away this square. Gosh, got the... This square is weak now. Let's keep developing my knights, I guess. I want to figure out if we want to push here or here. Push here. We've got like a strong center, but we're not taking up a ton of space, and this bishop's a problem. I guess we'll have to go here and here, which seems fine. So if we go here, here, and then when this goes somewhere, then this becomes problematic. And if we push this pawn, then we can't take towards the center. But it does seem like the easiest way to get the bishop involved. Go here, prevent this pawn push, because we can just take. Then we kind of have an isolated pawn. That seems alright. Let's take a second, let's figure it out. So if this is coming here, and what, this? Yeah, then when a pawn push comes, this knight is undefended, which is problematic, but we can just go here. Yeah, I think I want to play this, and then if here... Yeah, we'll leave this like this for the moment. Let's go here, so we can go like this. Yeah, don't... Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm gonna play this so I can castle. I know this is kind of weird, but that's okay. If we see this, we can just take. Castle, castle. Yep, and if I push, they'll go here. Yeah, so if this push happens, we can just take here. So if I go like this, we see a push, we can take. Again, this isn't anywhere. This knight can't go anywhere that I'm worried about. Let's go here and go like this. Sorry, getting a little too close to the mic. I recognize. Bad habit. Put it back down over here. Should be fine. Should be just fine. Get our bishop out. Then we'll have to try and figure out what our plan is. We have more space on the queen side. We might want to consider a5 at some point. Maybe we should have played b5. But we're defending a large host of squares. Something like this would threaten this pawn, but we can always push if it or when that time comes. So yeah, probably a queenside attack is what we want to do, because I'm not feeling like this is going to do anything meaningful for us. Okay. Takes. I see. So I just kind of have to go here. Which is also fine. Yeah. If I take, then knight takes, bishop takes. This doesn't seem any good, so I'll go here and then there. And if my opponent takes here, that's fine. I will happily line my bishop up in a better spot. Or my queen, either or. Probably my bishop, though. If this comes, I can just go here, and then if this comes, I'm taking a pawn and threatening this pawn a second time, so not worried about that. Then we can always play rook b8 or bishop b7 when the time comes. Probably both. Sure. Let's play here. And then, yeah, I'm not super worried. Knight can come to either of these squares, I suppose, but that doesn't really bother me. Again, I just want to get this bishop somewhere useful, so that if this rook ever gets threatened, we can just move. Whew. Yeah, a little bit difficult to figure out what to do here. Yeah, that's about what we expected. And I kind of want to go like this, but then my rook is trapped. So maybe we just move back. We're not really worried about this pawn, not here. Yeah, so I guess probably like this, and then we'll go here, because we want to be able to defend this square. So yeah, let's go bishop c7 and figure out where that knight can go. And again, something like this is possible. And do we pin ourselves, or do we open the diagonal up? Yeah, we have to play h6, the next opportunity we get. Let's play here, right? This can't really happen. Let's start with this. I don't really fear either of these moves. Because again, if it takes, we just take here. The knight has to move. We're still defending the entry squares. This bishop's in the position to completely restrict this knight. Yeah, now we get ready to push h6. Then if here, then we win a piece. Our king will be weak, but we do win a piece. We'll have to validate that or explore that when we get to that position. Done a good job staying even on the clock here, which is what we want. If my opponent could trade off this bishop, then they could play here. That would be kind of annoying, because they could get the bishops, but do the former would require. Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. Start with this. I'm gonna go back. Try me. Yeah, we have to take the knight, which is fine. Rook goes here, we just go like this. And then we'll have the opportunity to go here, so I feel like we played okay. Do this whenever we like. Here, if we see this, create just another weakness, we can just back up, and then here we can go there, threaten this some more. So let's start with this. Finally connect our rooks. I have to be careful now. This knight and this pawn are undefended. We probably have to do something like this. Or we can come back like this. Yeah, I don't really like that. Here, it's the only place the knight can come, and it's well defended. Hard to figure out how exactly we're going to progress in this circumstance, but we'll find a way. Rooks are connected. We do see something like this. It's fine. Takes, takes, takes. And then we get to play defense. Which we can get ready to do that when the time comes. Whew. Yeah, I don't believe this at all. We see this, we're going here. And we probably should have gone this first. Then we can go here to save our stuff when the time comes. Yeah. If this comes, we're going to do a lot of calculating. Actually, we're going to take, and then we're going to do a lot of calculating. Takes, 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 takes. I gotta figure out how to defend this. You can go here. Prevents this from happening. If this happens, we just take here, that's fine. Oh, but then when this goes somewhere. So here, takes, takes, takes. We're still defending this pawn. Takes. Things are even. Takes, takes. I don't see anything terrible happening there. So I want to play here, there. And takes, takes. Then here, threatening the bishop. Pinning to the rook. Not really pinning to the rook, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm worried about this pawn. Yeah. Here, here. And I gotta move the bishop back somewhere. So let's do this. We can just go here. Continue to play solidly. Yeah. So now I go here. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. Could go here, I guess. But what are you doing over here? What are you doing over there, knight? Nobody believes. That's not a real thing. Takes, takes. Either that or takes, takes. Keeping the space in front of this open. Takes, takes. Eesh. Takes, takes. Now we're just saddled with this pawn forever. Here maybe? Takes, takes. No. Here. Takes, 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 takes. That's funny. Let's go here. I don't see the refutation, but this bishop's too dangerous. We got stuff like this, though. Ooh, ooh. What I mean actually is bishop takes, queen here. And then I think we have to play rook here. Defending. Which is fine. It's a little spooky, but it's fine. And then I guess rook here. No, the queen would have to move first. Just fine. This is a difficult game. But that's what happens when you play black against somebody 200 points higher rated than you. Just kind of got to live with it. I'll tell you the start with this. If you want to take again, that's be my guest. Yeah. So now we go here. And then I want to move my queen here, threatening this, preparing for something like this. We have to expect at some point this may be coming, but that's okay. We're still defending this pawn, here and here. Rooks are defended. Queen's undefended, but it's not being attacked by anything. Could see something like this, but we'll just go here. If my opponent doesn't trade rooks, then I'm just going to move here to defend my pawns. Yep. Whew. Now I go. Go here. Knight comes. Oh, I want to go here and then there. That's right. Here. Rook takes here. Double attack. And threatening to go here when the next thing comes. It's a rough way to give up a pawn. Yeah, do I benefit from trading this pair of rooks first? Here, 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 here. I mean, if you take it like that, then yes, actually. Let's do that. If you take with your knight, then I can go here and you can't take this pawn. you have to take with your rook. And then I get to go here. And then I'll get to go here and here. And eventually, this will be, I don't know, a draw, win, a loss. Nobody knows. It's impossible to know. Nobody could ever, even in the history of humanity, ever figure this out. This is impossible. This position, too difficult. Too difficult. Here, takes. Yeah, so I want to go here first. And then I can push, takes. And then I've got a defender, 2 defenders. And then also, whenever I go here. Oh yeah, because it's defended by the queen. This will be a thing. Ah, my opponent sees that, which is fine. Here. Queen takes. Rook takes. Here, defends this pawn again. Where do I want this knight to go? I think I want to go like this. I'll push here. Yeah, let's go like this. Gotta keep moving. Only 2 minutes left. I'm sure there's something stupid that I'm missing, but I don't know what it is. This is very helpful. This space right here. Here, rook takes, pawn push, takes, rook takes, hitting the queen. Sure, let's trade knights. I don't want either of us to have a knight. Get those knights out of here. Pawn push here, rook takes, hitting the queen. Oh, so I push here and you take, then you're threatening this as well. Oh, but that's fine, because then I have back rank, actually, because my queen's defending. So here, takes, checkmate. Because the queen... Well, actually not checkmate, then there's the rook moves back. So crap. Takes, rook takes. Gotta decide what to do, my friend. I should have pushed this first. Dang. Felt spooky, but it ain't. You probably want to take here, actually. Takes. Queen takes. Push. Yeah, awkward. Oh, but if I take, then there's this. So, yeesh. So if rook takes here, I want to go here first. Oh, but then that gets me off this diagonal. Oh, my opponent played something. Can I go here? I think I can. Attack that rook. Oh, this is hard. Minute and 15 seconds left. It's okay, we'll get there. Man, this music's so good. I tell you what. Yeah, I gotta get this in at some point. My pawns, they aren't well connected. I don't understand. I'm defending here. It trades you a pair of things, but then your rook is still undefended. Gotta go somewhere like here. But then I'm getting this. Can't go here. Could go there. Defending this. That would be spooky. Oh. Oh. Okay. I forgot. This defends right here. It's fine. We're gonna go here. Here. Rook takes. Here. If queen takes, then I take your queen. If you play rook takes, I take your queen. You move your queen somewhere. I push my pawn. What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Pfft. I don't believe it. Yeah. This is a good looking position for me. I'm sure there's a defense, but I don't know what it is. The other thing is if they just play takes, you can't get your rook behind because I go here with check, king moves here, and then when rook takes. Then I get to snatch all these pawns. So maybe I am just winning. Slow down, heartbeat. Getting too excited. I've been feeling ill for the past 2 weeks-ish. I wake up with a headache. Just fatiguey all day. My throat's kind of sore. Thought it was strep. Here. First. So here to defend this. Here, there, here, there, here. Oh, then he's snatching the pawn. Start with this. Oh, no time, no time, no time. Keep moving, Malcolm. Can't have my rook. He was gonna take. Yeah, but don't I get this now? Sorry, bud. It's my queen. Yes! 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 It's 2 in a row, baby. Oh. That is unbelievable. I know the endgame was not played very well, but I had... Okay, I guess I had 30 seconds on my clock. Yeah, geez. Yeah, things are completely even. I'm slightly ahead here. It wants me to push. Here. Here. Wants me to take the rook? Oh, because if I take the rook, then takes and takes. Oh. Okay, well, we'll check this out in a minute. Things are totally even. I play d3. Your only move is to get off the back rank. Oh, that is brutal. Here. Oh, what a beautiful... Is this what it needs here? What's it telling me to play? Let's give it a second. Figure it out. It says here. Yeah, but this is also fine. Dang, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right, you guys will see this eventually. What an interesting game. Only one blunder for me. Dang, great, 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 great. All right, see you guys soon. Gonna try and chill out before the next round. Okay, let's get those headphones dialed in. All right, everybody. Analysis for game 2 of week 1. We just came off of a time scramble victory, and now we're playing black again against another player also rated 200 points higher than us. So a little bit upsetting, but you do what you do. We're black. We get e5 this time, so now it's our turn to get to play the Sicilian. Surprise, surprise. Our opponent plays d3, which I've never seen before. I don't really know what to make of it. Computer saying something like e6, or saying, like we played in the game, knight c6 are the two most testing responses. The third response, according to the computer, is h6, which is kind of wild. But fine. These are all book moves. This is a very, like, compact, chill setup against the Sicilian. I don't know what this is called, but that's, let's see. It's just telling me Sicilian defense, so super helpful. Anyways, we play e6. They play like gf3, like this is all normal stuff. Knight f6, which is apparently not quite the best move, but everything's in the balance here. G3. And we play d6, trying to figure out how to get our bishop out and get castled, you know. And in theory, could we maybe have played something like this? Yeah, the computer doesn't hate it. Takes. Like, this is all fine. This actually is a similar structure to what it ended up looking like in the game. But I wasn't sure. I'd never seen this before. d6 felt like the move. Bishop g2, and now we have to be careful along this long diagonal. This actually ends up causing problems for us sometimes in the game. There are a few times where there's some tactics that could happen along that diagonal, like you saw in the live game that happened. Bishop e7, no problem. Castles and castles, and this game is totally in the balance, which as black is what you want, and you eventually can manufacture some attacking chances. It looks like we have more space along the queen side, especially if we can push here, and our opponent has slightly more space along the king side. They have to be careful about these weak light squares if they ever move this pawn. Anyways, they play c3 to prevent us pushing even further or taking any more of this space, and we play b6. That's one of the best moves. Apparently h6 is also good, so we can prevent eventual pins here, but like, where is this knight going to go? That's going to cause us problems. Anyways, e5 gets played, and apparently d takes is the best move, and here's what I was worried about. D takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and in this position, what's it like? Apparently this is even, but we've got 2, 3, 4 pieces, so we're just down in exchange for what feels like nothing. And if they go here, I think they just move their bishop back, and then I guess we get to take this pawn. So we're down in exchange for a pawn, which is this pawn. And I guess like we're gonna be able to trade this or something, but like this doesn't. I guess maybe this is coming. Maybe that's why. So they move here. Knight takes e1. Yeah, rook takes c1. Yeah, this feels better for white. I don't know. I didn't want to play this. This seems wrong to me. The computer doesn't hate it, which is kind of surprising. But anyways, I didn't want to begin the take fest here, so I just said fine. Knight d5. I'll move my knight forward to put a little bit of pressure here, but, help control some more of these squares. None of these are really squares that I can do anything with, but if we ever see a push, we can go sit on this nice b4 square. My opponent immediately takes, and the computer likes queen takes slightly better than bishop takes, but I don't want to put my queen out. There just didn't feel like any good reason to do that, and when this bishop comes here, like, I'm just gonna have to move my queen again. So bishop takes, knight c4, fine. I didn't want to give this bishop up, so I can move my bishop here, but I want to be able to connect rooks, so I play bishop c7. In theory, I can do other stuff and just like live with the fact that this trade is happening, but I want this dark squared bishop. I'm not going to give it the bishop pair for no reason. My opponent plays bishop g4, and I could push here. Like, that's not... Apparently, the computer thinks that's the best move. The second best move, by, it's a couple of centipawns, is queen e8. Putting myself voluntarily back in the pin seems like not the move, and it in fact is not, because... Oh, apparently they're going to come around here and attack, and at the same time they're attacking this knight. So I've got to, do something like this, and then knight e4 is coming, and how am I going to defend this appropriately? Survey says I'm not. So fine, we just get out of the way, and now what is this bishop even doing here? My opponent plays knight e3, trying to trade off this powerful knight in the center, and I just say, hey, where's your bishop going? If the bishop goes back here, then I can play something like this, and apparently this is fine for white, but like, I don't know. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time trying to get my king over. Maybe my king is just too weak here, but it's plus 0.1 for white, and they've given up a piece for a pawn. So this does not seem good to me. Now you just play f6 and you start walking your king and attacking along these newly open files. That didn't seem good. So my opponent's got to figure out somewhere to go. They play knight takes, and in theory, I could play something like this, but then knight takes, we get this ginormous fork, obviously not worth it. And so we play e takes, and then our opponent puts their bishop back and says, haha. Although, like, that's not a... If they go back here, then I just take their bishop and ruin their pawn structure. If they go back here, they're just staring at a bunch of pawns. They don't really control anything. And if they go back here, they're blocking their queen's view of this pawn, allowing me to begin to pile up some pressure. So fine, they move back to where they have to, but their bishop's not really doing anything here. This piece kind of sucks. So I play bishop g4, trying to get a pin. And if I can get something like this, fine, we'll just move back. Our opponent's king is weakened even more. If this bishop ever moves out, we're going to be able to take here. And so they've got a nice solid defensive structure, but they're not going to be able to do anything. Our opponent just plays rook e1, though, which is fine. We played the best move in this position, queen d7, trying to get off the... We don't want to be on the same file as this rook. Queen d2 gets played. I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking. Maybe some kind of sacrifice here or something. I think I was contemplating that during the game too, but that didn't seem like a real thing that was actually going to happen. We play rook a8. We want to control this open file. Thought about playing something like this, but something there felt weak. I can't remember what exactly it was. I felt like this was the rook that had to be moved. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. It has been a couple of days. There's d4, which is bad. Here, and then it wants me to play d4 here. And I'm not really sure why. I guess to prevent my opponent from playing d4, but I figured it was better to just move my bishop back. Like, I don't really want to be tied down here, and then the knight's going to be able to move anyways. And so if I play here, my opponent goes like this. I guess I'm defending this square too many times. Rook takes, queen takes, and then I guess something like this. Yeah, I guess I'm ahead in that position, but I'm not exactly sure. The computer does not love me playing bishop e6. It says, you know, oh, what are you doing? But I lose like 0.2, so again, not a huge deal. However, it does allow my opponent to play d4. And I play bishop a3, h3, and this is apparently the wrong move for me to play. Apparently, white is +1 in this position. If they just take and then my queen gets misplaced and then they take and we take, then apparently this is relatively weak. I'm trying to think of why. Oh, because I can attack here, here, and here all at the same time, and it's not clear how exactly I'm supposed to defend all of those threats. In fact, I don't think there really is a way that you can. Yeah, and then we're just dropping pawns for no reason. And like the light squares are weak, but our position is so fragmented. This is obviously awful. Luckily, our opponent doesn't pounce and instead takes here, giving us the opportunity to take their bishop. They take back with their king, and we end up in the same position, but our queen is already defending everything, so they can't play queen d6. So now things are just totally equal. Rook a d1. We play rook takes e1 to try and get them off the file. If they play knight takes, then we get to play some, you know, shenanigans here, I imagine. Something where we're able to attack along the light squares. Anyways, they play rook takes. Fine. And we play a bishop... sorry, not bishop. Queen b7. But it's like a bishop. We want to be able to pin along this diagonal. And in order to be able to prevent that, our opponent has to move their king while they're defending this knight and spend some time untangling. They play queen d2. Apparently queen d6 is better. Again, this attacks both of these pawns at once. And then we'd have to push. So here. And they're going to take there. So we're going to end up losing a pawn. Interesting. Anyways, the other thing that this does is it attacks the b2 pawn. My opponent plays queen d2, defending and attacking. And we go here. Rook, king g1, again, trying to get off of this diagonal, which seems prudent. We play a5, which is kind of a waste of a move, but apparently everything here is equal, so that's fine. a6 would be okay. a5. I didn't love a5 because then if this ever comes, they're attacking here, so takes and takes. Doesn't work because the knight is here, but it just leaves this pawn vulnerable, so if we, you know, get one of these, then, like, we have to now defend all this stuff, which seems bad, so... Anyways, they play knight e5, takes and takes, and so now in this position, you know, if they're getting ready to push this on the next move, it's not really doing what I want it to. Anyways, I push d4. They push h4, which is a miss, and I realize in this position I can't take here because then they take my rook. I'm like, that felt like a huge oversight, but you know, I realized it before I did anything stupid. So I play queen c7, attacking the rook. Apparently there's a better move here, which is just d3, just push the passed pawn, and they've got to spend all this time babysitting, and in the meantime I can start to scoop stuff up. But, you know, fine. I play queen c7, attacking the rook, defending here, all of which is fine. Also attacking this pawn if this ever moves, so all which is fine. They take, and I miss a slick tactic, and if you'd like to see if you can find it, you're welcome to check it out. Go ahead, take a look. All right, for those of you who found it, it isn't that hard, but you take the rook, and if they want to take back, then we're taking their queen, and we're up a rook in the end game over. And otherwise, their best move is actually to just take this pawn, and then, cool, we traded some pawns, we got a rook, and now they've got to try and push these two pawns, but I have a rook, so who cares? Not that different from the game, actually, though. Now, if they play rook takes a5, which they do, my best move is d3, which I play. and they need to play king h2 here to get off the back rank. However, they play rook a3, and that allows me to get in here, which is apparently the only good move. The computer loves it. The computer thinks that this, I think, is the only like great move of the game. Yeah, it's the only great move by either player. So, you know, you love to see it. And I spent some time trying to ponder and figure out what I could do there. So, reasonably proud to have found that. My opponent plays queen a5, attacking my rook. But I just get out of the way, and I'm going to push here next turn, and it's not clear what they're going to do. So my opponent takes the pawn, and I take back. And at this point, I'm up a lot of material. Though, let me pull it up real quick and see how much time I had left at this point. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I had like 10 seconds on my clock, so they were just trying to flag, and they had about a minute, so they were just trying to flag me at this point. So I play b4, rook e1 check here, queen e4 check here, and I missed something, again, because I only have a couple of seconds on my clock. If I go forward, yeah, I've still got 10 seconds on my clock, and I'm trying to figure it out, but this is mate in one. The queen covers these squares, so that's fine. Give me a minute, please. So I, you know, do a bunch of checks, eventually win the queen. If I go here, the king has nowhere to move, so they can either take or they can go here, and it's the same thing. Either way, and then from this point, it's relatively easy to mop up when you have a queen and your opponent doesn't. I'm playing on the increment, so in theory I should play something like this, but I play here. They defend their pawn, I go here, and then they've got nowhere they can go that's meaningful at all. Even if they move here next turn and I just go like this, like, what difference does it make? So anyways, if we take a moment and we look at the game review score, my opponent played 67.8, and I played 74.7, so pretty good. Again, I got the only great move. And I missed some stuff, and I made a couple of mistakes, but they made the only blunder of the game. And again, interesting to see, my opponent apparently played like a 1950, and I played like an 1800, and I think it didn't, like, the game has no way of knowing that I had so little time, so I think it thinks that I like really suck at endgames, and that's dragging my rating down. So maybe I played more like a 2000 player, but anyways, another game to be fairly proud of. So like I said last time, still just getting back into it, so if there's anything that you'd like to see improved about these videos or anything, please let me know. And otherwise, I will see you guys in the Game 3 video. Have a good one, folks.